I'm making a massive mess here. Okay, mistakes were made. It would help to have the bucket in. Today we are here to check out something that I bought for myself. No sponsors, no one sent it over. I just thought this would be fun, and you know what? If I want to buy it, maybe you guys do too. So let's check it out. So before I started this channel, before I started doing reviews, online reviews, stuff like that, I used to watch YouTube reviews on everything. But now that I do this, I kind of don't want to watch the reviews because I want to have my own opinion on this stuff. I don't want my opinion to be swayed by other reviewers and other thoughts. So I checked this thing out. I didn't read any of the reviews. And if you guys like summer as much as I do, you're going to like what's coming in here. Boom. So today we are checking out a countertop slushie machine from the brand ICEE. They did not send this over, again, not a sponsored anything. I just really wanted to try this, and I am not trying their brand today unless they have some syrup in here, then I'll try it. I wanted to try something sugar-free. Don't get me wrong, I don't hate sugar, but I kind of stick mostly sugar-free. Mostly just want to try to take care of myself. I'm 35 years old, only getting older. You guys know how it is. So we have this right here. It just says sugar-free, time for treats. I don't know. I don't know if the reviews are any good. Here's the health stats on the back if you guys want to see them. But I want to get into this thing. I want me some slushies, some Slurpees. And since I cut out most of my sugar about a year and a half ago, I haven't had a slushie at all, not one. So I want to check this thing out. I want to try it out. I want to let you guys know if this is worth ordering or if this is worth picking up for a fun slushy summer. Also, before I get into this, guys, if you have this right now, if you already have this, pause the video, go down in the comments, let me know what you think about yours, and then see if our opinions line up towards the end. Throw that comment in there for me. I really want to know what other people think about these after I make the video. So overall, the package seems pretty simple. Looks like we have our lower machine, which does some rotating, some spinning. We got ourselves a mix, a dispense, and an off switch. It's got that ICEE logo on there we all know and love from all the gas stations across the whole country. Oh, also to my UK audience, do you guys have this brand in your country? Is this something you guys are used to? How prevalent are they? I know I have a lot of people from like the UK and stuff that watch in other countries, so I'm very curious to know, do you guys do slushies? Do you guys do them? Is that a normal thing? Let me know. All right, so looks like we got ourselves a metal canister inside. We have our Fill Max line, our dispensing handle. Got a nice little twist to it. All right, so we only need 4 things to really get this going. We need water, ice, salt, and our syrup. I really hope this stuff tastes good. I'm pretty excited about this. Okay, before we get mixing everything up, we gotta mix some things up. So we need to start with 28.5 fluid ounces of water. Got that right here. And then 5.5 fluid ounces of our syrup. So first, let's go through our flavors here and let me see which one I feel like trying first. Okay, so first up, we have our watermelon right here. Watermelon premium syrup for snow cones, shaved ice slushies, ice pops, coffee, tea, cocoa. Next up, we have our cherry and then blue raspberry. Now I think I'm gonna have to try blue raspberry first, guys. I hope that's all right. I am going to try all of the flavors before this video is over, just so you guys can know if these are any good. So now we need 5.5 fluid ounces of our syrup mixed in with our water, and then we're gonna chill this. Now, we also have to take this apart. So just kind of lift the edges here. She pops apart like so, because they say put this in the freezer for about an hour. So it looks like we're getting ready to cool everything down before we actually make it. So just a little bit of prep time for you. Let's give her a little syrup taste test here, just a little bit. Yeah, it's got a good flavor. All right. Now we got to do 0.5 more. All right, there is our 5.5 fluid ounces. Now it says to chill this. I'm guessing that means in the fridge. And then we'll be back in just a little bit to try it all out. All right, we are back. We have our chilled water and syrup. This sat in the fridge about an hour and a half. We have the cold frozen bucket with ice. Then we have some water, which we're gonna need here in just a minute. And then we have salt. All right, so first things first, slap this on here. We're gonna put our bucket back together. See if you guys can get a good visual of it here. It slides into the plastic thing. Then this slides over top and clicks in. Take a look at the overhead camera here. See these little things clip in. Then we slot this in. Okay, so right down here on the side, it says turn it to mix. Now we gotta add the ice. It's a little loud, so. Okay, mistakes were made. I just had to go back and empty it out real quick. They want you to put the ice in through here, and they mean it, because this thing needs to actually spin. And if you put the ice in the way I did it, you kind of mess it up a little bit. I was trying to give you guys a better visual, but... So, they need it spinning while you add the ice. Follow that rule. Learn from my mistakes. All right, we're gonna try adding our salt again. Now again, guys. Now again, I don't know exactly how much you guys are hearing on there, but this thing is not quiet. Now I did say to add 1.4 fluid ounces of water as well. I'm making a massive mess here. All right, now we have 3 more capfuls of salt. And add a little bit more water. A step back, hoping you guys can hear me a little bit better. Okay, next step, we're gonna be adding this in slowly. Now, I did have a note in there. It said, make sure to top up on the ice and salt and water as it gets lower. Now, see this section right here? This is the one you have to use to add that. This is for the syrup. This here is for ice and salt and everything only. So here we go. I'm not really sure how slow I'm supposed to go, but we're filling up pretty quick. Whew, we are full. All right, I'm gonna top up my ice and salt a little bit here. Okay, I ran to get ice because I was low on ice and kind of stopped working on me here. I'm guessing the ice is just getting too solid in there. It did say not to leave it unattended, guys. I did break that rule, huh? Oh, wow. The lid all kind of popped apart a little bit. Well, that doesn't seem too good. I kind of scooped her around. See if it'll move again. No. We're going to redrain it in here and we'll try again. I followed the instructions on it, so I'm not quite sure. It seemed like it was working, but it kept getting stuck. It's frozen. It's frozen to the outside plastic. It can't spin. So, if we can see right here, without making too much of a mess, it's frozen to the outside where it was supposed to be making slushy. I'm gonna go melt this off and I'll be right back. All right, we are here for take 2. We still have a little bit of blue juice down in there. I think that'll be okay. So what happened is the cup froze to the plastic housing. So, not quite sure what caused that. The cup seems to spin pretty freely in there. So let's give this another go here. I was adding it slow. It's just, it doesn't scrape it off. It's kind of hard to get a visual on this, but if you look, this stuff starts to build up on the bottom. And it's just, I don't know. I guess I'll look some things up and maybe we'll try it one more time. Okay, we cleaned everything out. Kind of doing a reset here. I don't know quite what the issue is. I'm following the instructions on the video they had online. So this time, let's try to follow the instructions here. All right, using the machine, step 1. We got to put it on, got to get our lid on, make sure she's clipped in like it was every other time. It would help to have the bucket in. All right, she is securely locked. We're going to get her mixing, and in goes the ice. Now I do wonder if the type of ice I'm using is causing the issues. I'm using bag ice just from the store. I was going to use the ice out of my fridge, but today of all days, it finally stopped making ice. But this stuff should still work. I don't see why it wouldn't, because our issue isn't freezing inside. It's actually freezing on the outside, causing it to get stuck up. All right, we're almost at half. All right, instructions say pour 2 inlet caps of salt. 2 inlet caps, here we go, 1, 2. As you guys can hear, it's getting a lot louder. Here's cap number 2. Next, 1.4 fluid ounces. Okay, 1.4 fluid ounces in. Now to try to avoid accidents, I am keeping this covered right here. All right, next up, fill the rest of the ice canister with ice cubes. Now it says the ice should be at least 1 1/4 inch below the rim. Okay, so fill it up, but not all the way full. So you go to 1 1/4 inch. See, the video didn't say that. All right, so we're 1 1/4 inch below. Now we put in 3 more caps of salt. Hopefully I'm not running out of salt here, hopefully. It's getting pretty low. I'm going through some salt, guys. She sounds like she's struggling. All right, we got 3 in there. 1.4 full ounces of water into the central canister. Got ourselves a nice measuring cup too, so we're getting the ounces right here too. All right, so the next step is to pour in this stuff slowly. This is where we run into issues every time. So we gotta pour it in slowly and do not exceed the 34 ounce max fill line. All right, you guys can't see the max line because I didn't angle it that way, but we have a max fill line right here. So we're right at it. So now we're supposed to wait. All right, so now it says it takes 20 to 25 minutes. We have to make sure the ice and stuff stays kind of near the top. So we don't want it to go too low, but we also don't want it to go too high. It says adding too much ice can cause it to cool down and cause problems. So let's see how it's looking in there. It's looking a little low. I'm gonna add some more. And then it said to add some salt and water to equivocate. Oh, she's starting to struggle again. Man, I have given this thing 3 solid tries. I have followed the video instructions. I've tried it off of memory, and then I followed all of the written instructions exactly as they say it. I really wanted this thing to work, guys. I did not buy this originally with the intentions of making a video. I bought this with the intentions of having a nice sugar-free ICEE. All right, guys. Well, I guess it's done. Let's okay. As you guys can see, there's my ICEE right there, frozen on the side. So we're gonna let's get some of my ICEE. So I think the way this is supposed to work is you scrape it off the sides, right? This was in the this was definitely in the manual, guys. Don't, you know, this was in the back of the manual, you know, but right under the section of "Dear God, do not order this thing." What an absolute disaster. I mean, it is annoyingly loud. I finally looked at the reviews. It's just, this thing is just absolutely hit or miss with people. Apparently it's just, following the instructions isn't even enough. You got to get lucky to get this thing to work. But I scraped off what ICEE I could get because I want to know what this stuff tastes like. So after messing with this for 2 hours, here's my cold, this is my ICEE, guys. All right. Well, listen, something good came out of this. That tastes like a real slushie and it's no sugar. Flavor-wise, not consistent. Why did it? I hope some of you are watching this video because you're like, hey, this is cool. Let's see if we should buy it. Because this is the part of the video where normally I'm like, you know, this isn't bad for what? No. No, this is horrible. There was nothing fun about this. This was absolute hours of time cleaning, scraping, mixing, a half a pound of salt, an entire bag of ice. And I could probably keep trying and eventually get it to work, but at this point, if it is this much effort to get this thing to work, this product's horrible, guys. This is bad. This might actually be the worst product I've tested, but hold on. This stuff right here. If you guys happen to have a slushie machine that works, try this out. I might look and see if there's a better option for a machine and order and give it a test. But guys, I'm done trying on this thing. Because at this point, it is so finicky that even if it works, it's not worth it. This is just like look at this just frozen mess. So the way it's supposed to work is the metal canister spins inside, you got the ice and salt water, and it keeps everything cool. And this spins and slowly scrapes it off, but it doesn't. It just freezes and stops and dyes your hands whatever color that... Well, I guess on that note, guys, seriously, thanks for watching. Again, if you guys are looking into buying this thing, don't. I'm going to look for a better alternative. I'm looking. I'm going to be looking tonight. Before you guys even see this video, hopefully I'll have another one on order. This is the worst product I've ever tested. See you guys on the next one.